Hello, it's me again, Uchenna Ekweremadu, wishing you a happy Sunday. In this video, I want to be looking at one of the manipulative aspects of human nature. So, earlier today, while at church, during sermon, a thought crossed my mind. I can't even now say what about the sermon that thrust that thought in my mind, but there I was. And then I began to wonder why people tend to speak in treble. People try as much as they can to sound childlike when they are addressing a superior, especially when they are seeking favor from a superior. That's even people that ordinarily will speak in bars, but it seems or it happens that whenever they are addressing a superior or they're making an appeal or they need a request from a superior, not necessarily a superior by age. I mean in this case, a superior by position, by office. You see such persons, all of a sudden their bars vanishes or waters down and they sound more trebly than bars. Or when there are people that are involved in some form of dispute, when it's their turn to tell their own side of the story, they tend to sound more or speak more in treble than in bars. So in 1 minute I was wondering why that is, and then in another minute I I was nursing, or I found myself nursing a theory, which I don't know how true that is, but it's just a thought. I think that these people, okay, let me not say these people, I think we all, because we are all involved in this, I think that at that point, we're trying to exploit the empathetic aspect or the empathetic part, sides of our superior. Because why would we want to sound childlike? I think no matter how cruel people are, we have this soft spot for children. So when a child cries out to you in that they're childish or childlike voices, and that they want sweet or biscuit, we find it very hard to resist. Even if we do resist, we know what we feel guilty resisting or turning down that child's request. So I think that this is the reason why people who ordinarily will speak in bars, uh, suddenly you find them speaking in treble because they are making an appeal or making a request or in a conversation with their superior, and then they are sounding childlike. They're trying to make that adult, who is the superior now in that case, the adult, to agree with them, to find it hard to turn down their request or the appeal they're trying to make. So I think the next time you find your superior, whether at work or in any other social circle, you find your superior, whether on phone or in a face-to-face conversation with their own superior, and then your superior is sounding childlike, um, you shouldn't be hard on them. I think it's just for you to understand what's going on, and instead empathize also with them, because at that moment they have lowered themselves to become a child, because they're addressing an adult who may, by age, who may be even younger than them, but as a virtue of the office the superior occupies, the superior becomes an adult at that point, and then your superior becomes a child, and then that's why they speak more in treble at that point. I don't think they even think it through. It's just natural. It just comes up automatic. I think we all have found ourselves in that circumstance at one time or another. Normally, I don't even sound, I don't even speak in bars. I don't have that bars as much as I would love to in my voice. But I've also caught myself in retrospect while I was at church today, and I was just thinking about these things. I have caught myself in retrospect in a many number of times speaking to my superior and then sounding more treble than I'm comfortable with. Oh, I didn't choose to do that. It just kicks in automatically. So I don't know if you agree with that or if you disagree, but I would love to know what you think about that. Bye bye.